I ran a national tour while having a full-time job, so here are the 3 lessons I learned while hosting the Signature Series by Beauty and Balance. Lesson 1 is momentum over perfection. This year has really been about engagement for Beauty and Balance, and so we rounded off that year with a national personal branding tour, the Signature Series, which wasn't really about money, but more about sustaining a community that spans across the nation. We would like to think of it as a press tour. I was already on a travel project for work, so I decided to leverage that and run the tour at the same time. It did mean I was out of Chicago for around a month and a half, but we were able to hit 4 cities in 4 weeks, which if you think about it is actually insane. We were hosting pretty much an event every single week, but I think at this stage in our community and our business, momentum was our best friend. I really wanted to test the idea of what Beauty and Balance is in real time. Does it actually hold true? Are people interested in this concept? And ultimately the answer was yes. We sold out all 4 stops of the tour with around 50 people each and gained around 15 new partnerships along the way. Lesson number 2, logistics does not mean legacy. There were honestly so many times where I got caught up in the logistics of running this entire tour. We like to plan every single detail to perfection to make it as personalized as an experience as possible. From reflection cards, when you can reflect on all of the companies that you met during our New York stop, to balance cards that really help you write down everything you're balancing in your life. But when it came down to around a month before the tour, I started to feel like I was simply running events and not necessarily running Beauty and Balance. I was often pitching venues, chasing outreach lists, and I really had to step back and ask myself, what was the real mark that I wanted to make with this tour? So that is when we decided to launch our content hub. Essentially, our content hubs are digital platforms that are going to break down every single pillar of the tour. And it takes you step by step on the reflections and the takeaways that we talked about on every single stop. And finally, lesson 3, intentionality is your best friend. This tour has taught me how easy it is to get carried away. I was honestly so excited when we started getting so many partnerships, and I really had to step back and say, are we overdoing it? Are we partnering with too many people to the point where it's not intentional and exact? And that's when in New York City, we actually decided to only partner with 8 small businesses, and we made sure that every single one of them lived within a different niche so that our guests could get a completely different experience at every stop. Intentionality is what keeps us aligned, and going forward, we're gonna make sure we're getting really tactical on the problems that we actually want to solve. This tour was a proof of concept and a proof of community. So stay tuned, and I can't wait for you to join us along in this movement.